to Amit for more on that story. Amit, viewers continues to be at the Al-Falah University where all of this was being planned. Amit, Al-Falah has been under the scanner. Talk to us about what the administration is also now saying as more details unravel into the sinister plot to carry out not one but several attacks across the country. What is it that you're picking up? Is anybody speaking at all?
Well, Sneha, at Al-Falah University, it seems to be closed gates. Only those who are coming to the campus or the hospital facility are being allowed inside. And the crime branch personnel are present inside the campus, randomly checking the cars, which also points out at the possible hint that as to how the agencies are still on their toes as far as Al-Falah University campus is concerned. And now, why that is happening, if you look at the video of Umar-ul-Nabi, what is that? That is a digital evidence which has been recovered by the investigative agencies in context to the Red Fort blast, as well as further sinister plans which were being hatched by these individuals. Now, what these evidences are going to do is that you will be able to connect more dots. Whether these videos were actually sent out on several platforms, as Shreya was also pointing out at Telegram. Who were the people attached with those communication channels on Telegram? Because many of the times what the module has been across the globe is that you create a channel, certain individuals become subscriber, and many of the times these are hidden channels playing out as if they are some random message or educational or academic channel on Telegram, where you actually end up putting such content in between for the people, this content reaching for people which are intended to get these videos. So once you have videos coming out, the investigative agencies zeroing down through the digital devices which have been seized during the probe so far. What the agencies rather would be also looking at is connecting the dots and actually finding out and zeroing down whether several other individuals were radicalized through such content, because what we are given to understand that Umar was actually using this particular video, or rather rehearsal videos, so to say, in order to convince people around him, to radicalize them and to convince them about the idea of suicide bombing. As Shreya was also pointing out at Danish as to how he backed out in the last moment as far as suicide bombing was concerned. So you create such content in order to ensure that radicalization happens and people are able to take that final sinister step in the bigger plan of killing the innocent civilians anywhere. And that was the step that Umar had taken in India, in Delhi, at the Red Fort itself. So whether that decision was unilaterally taken by him, that is being probed. But at this point in time, this particular video also points out at the fact as to how the agencies are now zeroing down through the digital devices which have been seized so far in the probe to connect the dots and to find out as to who all would have been possibly also radicalized through these tactics that were being used by Umar, and as well as the part of this sinister plan which was at play. We know for a matter of fact that something even more bigger was being planned by these terrorists. Back to you.
Be with us, Amit. I'll come back to you and Shreya for more on that big story that we are tracking. We listen in once again to that video that is now surfaced days before the blast was carried out in Delhi on the 10th of November. This was a video that Dr. Umar, the bomber, the suicide bomber, then in fact put out to radicalize just more and more people. It's a network that the investigating agencies are trying to in fact get more details of at this point in time, as per in fact our reporters. Let's listen into this video once again.
One of the very misunderstood concept is concept of what has been labeled as suicide bombing. It is martyrdom operations, and it is being known in Islam. There are multiple contraindications. There are multiple arguments that have been brought against it. Martyrdom operationals. When a person presumes that he is going for sure die at a particular place at a particular time, he goes against the presumption that a particular is going to die in a particular situation. It's not, we don't have